Shem, in a sobat you had mentioned one time that Hazrat Ali said that if somebody teaches me a single word, that I will serve him.
Repeat again.
In a sobat, one time you mentioned that a quote from Hazrat Ali saying that if somebody teaches me a single thing or a single word, I would serve him for 40 years. What I understood from that is you're talking about honor and shame. I also, like nowadays, there's a big lack of that honor and shame in people. How does a murid judge his own honor and shame and see where he stands?
By not using the same standards. You can be hard on yourself, easy on others. You can be hard on yourself, easy on others. Easy on others, easy on your family. You cannot even use the same judgment for yourself or others. That is zulm. Are you a shaykh that you're teaching? Even a shaykh knows how to do it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. They swallow 1,000 times before they spit out. And the aim is not to spit. The aim is how I make them to understand this. How I make them to understand. How to reach to their heart. Not to say, this one, blah, blah, blah. You don't have control over your anger. That's why it becomes, everything now becomes a question of, everything can become a question of honor. Yeah, you can. Is your shaykh doing it? Even if he is it for you? Do you understand who you are? Who are you with? Women, children, please. They're women. Children, they're children. Now, when you understand that, that is a matter of protocol too. You understand? Why is it protocol? Because each according to their level. This one looks as if he's so intelligent, but he's actually not. You don't deal with it like this, you deal with it like this. This one looks really dumb, but actually his honor is really high. It's different. Everyone now is different. That's why the dergah has to be different. Everyone is different. Everyone is singular, and you must learn how to move to everyone's heart. You understand? Easy to say, well, this one, he gave me a promise. Such a dishonorable person. You are holding so much honor. If you do, you're not going to say that to someone. Is a shaykh saying that? No. Here. No. Let's stop that. Everyone here now is cooking. It's not finished yet. It's going through training. It's not finished yet, including you, including everyone. Cannot use those big words now. Otherwise, so easy. You tell someone to do something he doesn't do, you say, you are ungrateful. You understand? Do you understand how wrong this is or no? Yes or no? Anything you can. You say, can I have a glass of water? They don't bring you. You ask second time, 3 times. They don't bring you. Suddenly, you can turn it. It becomes a sense of honor, ingratitude. But you look, who are you asking? Little ones, idiots, or this, why? Why it has to become like that? It doesn't fit to your honor now. It doesn't fit to the honor of a lion now to roar at every bite from an ant. You understand? But we learn from that. We think be a lion means to roar all the time. We see our fathers, our grandfathers doing that, and we think that is being manly. Then who is your role model? Who is your role model? If your role model is your shaykh, then tell me, when you see your shaykh doing that in that situation, same situation, where? When? Does he? Why are you doing it? Or in other situations, you know people that we're fed, they bite our hands. How many times you see me getting really upset with them? Say these are honorless people. They are ungrateful people. Or you say, we see Shaykh Effendi saying that, he says that, but there is a distance in his tone, in his manner, between what he's saying and the person. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? That is almost like he's not referring to them, he's referring to something much bigger than that, not personal. It's not personal. When it's not personal, you don't take it personally also. You start looking at this, Allah, Allah, what dishonorable people. It's different, yes, from what dishonorable people. That person is dishonor. One is observing, the other one is completely judging. We have to refine this. Otherwise, so easily we will lose so much. It takes one match, huh? Everything is going to burn. That's why the prayer is still, no? Just as fire consumes wood, anger, envy. It can consume everything, finish everything. And it can. From that, if you cannot control it, it becomes dishonor, it becomes honorless people, it becomes this, it becomes bigger, 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 and from one small spark, it's about a glass of water, you're willing now to destroy everything in that state of anger that you have. And if you have power, you're willing to kill. You understand how out of control it is? Really? You want to bring it to out of control? Really? And tell me, 10 times you do that when you're out of control. Tell me, 10 times when you wake up the next morning or the next month when you wake up, 10 times you're saying, yes, I was justified in doing that. Or you're saying, why I overreact like that actually? Why? Why I need to use those words? I can just say, this is wrong. Imagine if we say something or somebody does some wrong thing to us. Imagine if we don't feel hurt, but we just say it. Isn't that wonderful? You don't feel angry, but you notice and you just say, isn't that great? Someone does something to us and say, don't do this. This is wrong. The person is not going to listen, so you're not. How nice. Sometimes we have that, we do. Instead of overreacting over everything, then you're out of control. Then every bite, every time shaitan pokes, you dance. Every time your ego pokes, you start dancing this way. You're out of control. And what is Allah saying? What is the Prophet saying? What are our Mashaykh saying? Be out of control? Always don't be angry. Inshallah. You must try. Do you understand? I'm talking at the level of just Jamaat, families, close ones. Don't concern about the ummah and this and that. It really doesn't. What we get angry, we don't get angry, something is going to change the ummah. It is what is for us. Yeah, someone always pokes you. Isn't it stupid? Every time he pokes you, you dance. Every time he pokes you, you dance. Isn't it time? Person is not going to stop poking you. He's that kind of a person, But you have the power not to dance. Well, you're so weak, every time he pokes you, you got to start dancing. Why? The power is in your hands. Don't dance. Don't react that way. Why you must? Because your ego likes it. Then you're going to burn until you realize that what the ego wants will lead you to fire. Okay? Especially for men. It's not the sign of a man to be out of control. It's a sign of a man to be in control. You watch too much Bollywood movies. Every time it's so big drama. Not necessary. Fatiha.